So this is a new YouTube recording. So, welcome to Skul, the Hero Slayer. This game has pretty awesome title screen music. I really like it a lot. It's actually a surprisingly long loop considering how little you actually get to hear it most of the times you start up the game. Also quieter than air, so I'm going to go ahead and turn up the sound. That should be good. Yeah, that'll be good. This game is a roguelike. The opening is not part of the normal gameplay, but it is giving you an introduction to the story and to how the game will play. I've beaten it once. There are 6 areas, and it will take some time to get very far at all. Because it's roguelike, it's not... I would call it roguelite, sort of, because there are unlocks that you get as you go through the game that will make things easier. Significantly easier. So, yeah. Anyway. Skul, wake up! Hold on, don't lose consciousness. Hey, little bone! Did this kid die as well? This kid really shouldn't die. Oh, thank goodness, you're alive, Skeleton. I guess the shock knocked you out. Wake up! Do you know where you are? Strange fellow. Anyway, such a relief. First, listen carefully. The attack of the humans has begun. The other skeletons are fighting with them. Press right and follow the humans. Don't worry about me. I can find a leg somewhere and fix myself. Get going. Press A to go faster. There's no time. Don't forget that it can also be used to evade attacks. I'll leave it to you. Oh! Little bone. Skeleton. Over here. You are safe. I can't move anymore. Press B to jump. Press it twice to perform a double jump. Quick, come here. Big trouble. They took the Demon King and the officials. Humans. Who would have thought they'd strike the top floor? Me and the other skeletons are going after them. I'm running out of mana. You should save the Demon King and the rest. Take this. Thankfully, there is no mana stat in this game. It's my leg bone. Press Y to attack. I don't have much time. Please save the Demon King and the officials. Press down and B to move down. Follow the humans. Save the witch. Skul, you survived the attack. A cage that can seal my mana, huh? Looks like Croatian now has some useful mages. The skeleton guards just passed by. I told them I'd be fine and told them to save the Demon King, but a few of them insisted on trying to save me and got killed instead. I don't think the skeleton guards are enough to save the Demon King. Please follow them quickly. Let's go, Meow. Aren't you the new guard captain? What is happening right now? Oh, witch! You're safe! Little Bone, did you save the witch? This must be your first time fighting against humans. You did so well. Apologies. Looks like everyone is in the skeleton guard got killed. How did they... I mean, you're the strongest skeleton. Who did this? Meow. Who? It wasn't a person. It was an ogre. An ogre? Why would an ogre... What are you talking about? Something was strange. There was dark stone embedded in his body, and he was in a frenzy. It seemed like he couldn't hear what we were saying. His power, there was nothing like that of any other ogre I've met. He was too powerful. A dark stone? Little Bone! I'm infuriated, but I can't move further. Take my head. I will empower it with all the mana I have left. Fight them and save our people. I can't open the menu to see what his attacks are. Is that the ogre that the guard captain was talking about? One in front of the castle? Meow? Hey, you! Ogre Mongol. As you might see, I know at least a little bit about how to play this game. Was this the ogre that the guard captain was talking about? Come to your senses. Looks okay for now. Let's get to the castle first and talk there. Meow. First hero? Useless fool, defeated by a mere skeleton. Disgusting demons.
밝은 달이 떠있던
The moon was shining
밤이었습니다.
very brightly that night.
소녀는
The boy
계속해서
just kept
달렸어요.
running,
그 뒤를
while a dark
검은
figure
형체가
chased him from
쫓았죠.
behind.
아픈 다리로
He tried to
열심히
run
걷는
as fast as he
저였지만
could with his aching
추격자는
legs,
결국
but he eventually got caught.
소년을 따라잡았어요. 소년은
The boy then fell
결국
on the
지쳐
ground exhausted,
쓰러졌고 그런
and the dark
소년의
shadow
힘에
loomed over him.
그림자가 드리워졌어요. 그리고
And then, I tried to watch the final moments of the
그
boy.
소년의 마지막을 지켜보려 했어요.
That poor
불쌍한
thing.
것.
These loading screens are way too fast, and I have never fully read hardly any of the tips that they put below them. You're awake, Skul. Listen carefully to what I say from now on. Currently, the Demon King Castle is facing an unprecedented crisis. It hasn't been long since the peace treaty was signed, and a quick ambush? It was impossible to stop. As much as I would like to drop a giant meteor on Cordelean for vengeance, treating the wounds from the first hero's previous attack is already too much. I have no other choice but to ask you to rescue the Demon King. I can't believe I'm asking this much from such a small skeleton guard. Please go and save the Demon King, our officials, and our demon friends. Take this. It's a scroll containing a dimensional spell. It can help you store objects that you find during your journey. Press the minus button to check the items you've acquired. Go now, Skul. Stay safe. So we start with basically nothing. Skul, common, balanced type. He is the youngest skeleton in Demon King's castle garrison, called Little Bone due to its small physique. Pass the baton. When swapping, performs a spinning attack with bone in hand, dealing physical damage. Skull throw throws its head, dealing magic damage. The cooldown is reset when the thrown skull is recovered. Rebone, when the head is detached, move to the location of the head. This is actually really useful. It's a teleport. A short-range teleport, but a teleport all the same. It's more useful when trying to dodge traps than when trying to attack, but there's a certain item that goes down below that activates every time you use a skill to deal additional damage, in which case Skul is extremely helpful. Skeleton. Oh, Little Bone, where are you going? Are you trying to go into the forest? I don't recommend going in there right now. Look at what the forest has done to me. The Ents are acting strange and the forest is aggressive. Well, Ents are not really hostile, but let's just say that they're being very violent. The way they glare, I'm sure the humans have done something to them. After that day, so many humans have appeared in the forest. You really have to think twice if you plan to enter the forest. I mean, if you really have to go, that is. Be careful. Oh, this is where you start out every time. It's not the same room every time, in case you think that. I know the attack patterns of all the enemies, so don't expect me to get hit all the time. But don't expect me to dodge every attack either. Secret for this particular screen is that you can go through up there and it saves you some difficulty. If you watch the minimap in the bottom right, it always has all the shortcuts marked. So those are training dummies. They let you test out anything new that you might have gotten. That is health. It restores 10 health. If you destroy a shrine like that, it increases your stats. If it is not destroyed yet, it will increase opponent's stats. If you destroy a barrel, you do not get hurt, but everything near it takes a lot of damage. Standard issue Corlean Sword. This is an item. It increases physical attack by 25%. It's very bad. Every item has two inscriptions. Empire. When this skill is cast, plants a flag of Corlean on the current location. When near the flag, increases physical attack and magic attack by 15, etc%. These stack. Flags can only be planted once per map. This is quite bad. You don't want this except on a boss fight. Courage amplifies physical attack by 5, etc%. Standard issue Corlean Sword. Its durability is questionable, but it still holds a sharp edge if well maintained. I'm going to go toward the green one. Yellow ones, you might have noticed there were two types of doors to pick from. Yellow ones will have items at the end. Ones that have no special marking will have gold at the end, and which is still useful. And then ones that have green will have a skull at the end, which we can use instead of our base attack that we are doing very much of right now. Mummy! This is a rare skull. It's balance type. The guard that protected King Azarabia of the Netherworld. This skull does not take damage from traps. Decreases movement speed by 10%. It has Mummy Ball as its special. Spits out a Mummy Ball. The Mummy Ball rolls on the ground and explodes, dealing magic damage and inflicting poison. This skill can gain up to 3 charges. When swapping, increases movement speed by 100% for 5 seconds. It may be balance type, but that's mostly because its skills. Because of its skills. It attacks from a range and does really low damage, but it fires really fast. This is the black market. Strange cat. Whoa, little skeleton. How did you get in? I've heard some people accidentally drift into this place. But a skeleton? Anyway, welcome. This is your first time here, right? This is a subspace in the demon world that my ancestors created a long time ago. For now, it's being used as a shelter from Carlane's invasion. You're looking for the Demon King? Perhaps you should talk to the other experts in this shelter. Good luck finding him. I'm going to eat some fish now. Yeah, bye! This guy, the chef. Hey, you're way too thin. You're literally nothing but bones. Haha! I think it was around 20 years ago. I was going around honing my cooking skills. I had a tiny cart with all my kitchen tools, just wandering and cooking. One day, I think it was while I was passing through the Druid Gorge, I discovered someone unconscious on the ground, not moving. I was a little scared, but curious if he was alive. Turned out it was malnutrition. I knew they were my enemy, but as a cooking orc, I really couldn't let him die from starvation. I took care of him and made him the best dish he'd ever have. I went away for a second to get some water, and then he was gone. Not sure if he enjoyed the meal. I wonder how he's doing. A red cape, ash-colored hair, dark armor. That's all I remember. That's the first hero. This guy, so the chef sells stuff that restores your health. It's random. This guy, headless. Hello, friend. Could you hear me out? Listen, I had my head until yesterday. I lost it during a fight with that jerk. You know who I'm talking about, right? The most famous hero of Carlane, the first hero. He's not as famous as some of the mages and witches there, though. Carlane is known for its sophisticated magic. Speaking of sophistication, that orc's got some really complex recipes. I wonder what's his philosophy when it comes to cooking. What's your philosophy when it comes to fighting? You can swap heads with him. He gets whatever is on your head right now. I don't want to do that. This guy, Quintessence Artisan. I don't have skeleton quintessence. Say, how'd you like to donate yourself? You seem to handle the power of quintessence well. It's common to see those who are too weak instead have their powers stolen by it. When you're out on your journey, you'll see a lot of abandoned quintessences. Those are all quintessences that left once their masters lost their powers. Don't try to simplify things with these. It may look like a rock, but it's actually a hero from a group, and they may have been an important demon in the past. Fighting alongside that power, it's something to be proud of. That said, I don't want to use Facebug, it's pretty terrible. When you use the quintessence, you throw out a Facebug that latches onto enemies that it comes into contact with for 5 seconds. Enemies with a Facebug attached to them take 30% increased damage. Collector. Nice to meet you, young skeleton. I try to go out sometimes to look for things of collectible quality. Things are pretty horrible outside right now, though. If we just gave up the Demon King castle, the enemy might stop attacking us. What is she thinking? And we have these things. So, the Prince's Box increases max HP by 15. Its inscriptions, both of them, are completely random. Static, a bolt of lightning strikes every X seconds, dealing magic damage. More lightning bolts strike based on the distance moved. Adaptation, every 30 seconds based on the type of damage dealt to enemies, increases physical attack or magic attack by X% for 20 seconds. Standard issue Corellian armor decreases incoming damage by 15%. Endure, damage received is reduced by 10% for X seconds when hit. This effect can't be stacked. And Giant's Axe increases physical attack by 35%. Swapping to Power Skull sends nearby enemies flying and inflicts physical damage. Demolition, when dealing physical damage, deals additional true damage equal to X% of the physical damage. True damage means that it skips defense. Can only affect a target once every 8 seconds. Preparation charges over a period of 10 seconds. When swapping after charging, increases attack speed by X% for 15 seconds. Charged amount resets upon swapping. I don't really like any of these, but I don't have a ton of cash. You can restock for an increasing amount. Standard issue Corellian Bow increases crit rate. Empire. When the skill is cast, plants a flag of Corellian on the current location. Right, I already read that. Chase. Damage is amplified by up to X% based on the distance of the targeted enemy. That's actually not that bad for the mummy. Assassin Dagger increases crit rate by 10%, increases the attack speed by 25%, and movement speed by 15% of speed skulls. You can have power, balance, or speed. That's what they are. Weakness. When delivering a critical hit, marks the target for 5 seconds. Marked targets receive X% critical damage. When Madness. When inflicting damage with normal attacks, attack speed increases by 5% up to a maximum of X% for 5 seconds. And then Discolored Dark Shard increases HP by 40. Sorcery increases skill to cooldown speed by X%. And Heart increases max HP by X. I think I'll go with the standard issue Corellian Bow. This is a boss door. Mini boss door, in this case. There's one mini boss per set of rooms. Rookie hero. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I should do this too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the hero. Good, good. I finish like this, and then... Yes, that's me. I'm the hero. Sorry, no handshakes. How about an autograph? Hehe. This would even impress the first hero. I'm tired of being a puppet. Who are you? What's a skeleton doing here? Good, I could use a bit of practice. Be grateful that you'll be featured on the first page of the next heroic adventures. Whew, I can do this. I think you can start to see how his attacks work. They can heal Oh, good, I beat him. Okay, that would have been a little embarrassing to lose to him the first time. Okay. Knight's Determination is actually really good. I like that a lot. Decreases incoming damage by 30% when your remaining HP is 30% or less. You get to pick one of those three. So it keeps track of how fast you get through this place. Haha, it feels good to be in a cocoon. It's warm. Correct. Yes, it's you, the little skeleton she mentioned. I've been waiting. I promised to help you. Don't ask why. Don't bother asking, because I'm not helping you out of pity either. Well, that's that. You gain power from the heads of others. But the heads you've obtained are pitiful indeed. In the hands of a weak skeleton like you, those heads are not showing their full potential. Be thankful that you met me. My abilities work hand in hand with creatures like you. Collect and bring me some bone fragments. I'll help you with my powers. Adding the bones to the head you brought enables them to show their true powers. Also, promise me one thing. Tell the witch that you've received my help. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Now, go bring me some bones. I don't have any bones. I can't do anything with her right now. I do take a careful look at what both of the options are before heading into one or the other. It's just that careful look does not take me very long because I've played this a decent amount. We got the Ring of Wind. Increases attack speed by 15% and movement speed by 10%. Sprint, attack speed and movement speed are increased by up to X% based on distance moved. And Soar, jumping increases physical attack and magic attack by X%. This effect wears off 1 second after landing. Ow. I come down here. I take no damage from traps, so I can just sit here. That's going to increase my attack power. You have to defeat every enemy on the map in order to move forward. Yes, I am abusing the high ground. And the fact that the mummy ball rolls along the ground. You don't have to worry about things disappearing over time, because they don't. They just disappear when you move to the next map. This obviously you can't come back. Okay. Here is our first permanent upgrade at the start of the map. Fox Hunter. What? You came to save me? I hunted more than 100 humans before I got caught. And all they sent to rescue me was a little skeleton? You're kidding, right? Go bring the Demon King. What? His castle was invaded and he was captured? What about the witch? You saved her? Hahaha. Like I believe that. The humans are strong. Their hero is especially powerful. For now, I'll go check the Demon King castle. I'm sure I could stop them with the other senators. As for you, I don't really care. Take care. As a profile, you only get once. So, yeah. Ugh, maybe my injury is worse than I thought. Got any bandages on you? I think I have plenty. This is the mummy, after all. This game got an update after I beat it. So, this has a different ability than when I first beat the game. They made it better. Every 15 seconds generates one seed up to a total of 3. Pressing down on Y consumes the seed and plants a patch of grass that lasts for 10 seconds. It's a very tiny patch of grass and I'm not really used to using it. Because again, I beat this game before they did the update. This skill's skill cooldown is reduced by 50% when cast while standing on grass. Dashes are considered attacks, cannot dash consecutively. Normally you can dash twice. Nature's Grip grabs the enemy in front with its giant hand, dealing physical damage and pulling them close, or you can destroy it for bones, which is what I'm doing. This is a half burger, restores 30% of HP, increases crit rate by 7% until you clear 2 maps. There's an additional person here today. At this time, we've got Brave Robber. You'd be surprised how much gold was being traded for black jewels. You know the adventurers, those poor souls? They've been brainwashed by the stories of heroes. Heads full of dreams, they go around attacking demons. How many of them are as famous as the first hero? They're all dead now, and yet no one reached out to them. Nobody even remembers them. Nobody. He sells stuff in exchange for black quartz. All of his stuff is exclusive to his shop. You can't find it anywhere else. It's also really powerful, and also I've never bought any of it. Because black quartz is best used elsewhere. This is Wraith, Gates of the Netherworld. When you use this quintessence, the gates of the Netherworld open and create a fissure that deals magic damage. The gates are destroyed after 15 seconds and deal magic damage to nearby enemies. I actually really like this quintessence. This is the Werewolf, increases movement speed and dash distance by 10%. It has Hunt, charges forward and bites an enemy, dealing physical damage. I'm not going to read everything here. I'm just doing this on my first time through because I'm not concerned about time on the first time. After that, I'm just going to be going fast, so you'll probably pick it up as I go. Hopefully. I don't know. Anyway. I don't want this one, so I'm going down. We've got the standard issue Carlane armor. Hidden Dagger. When dashing, throws a dagger that deals physical damage. Increases crit rate by 7%. Also, I do have to take the time to read some of these sometimes, so maybe you'll have the time to read it as well. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can always pause the video and read it. Piercing Wind. Normal attacks shoot out a Piercing Wind, which deals up to X physical damage. Iron Shoes of Bitter Cold. Creates a 20% chance of freezing enemies that you land on after jumping. Increases magic attack by 35%. Blizzard. When inflicting skill damage on enemies, there's a 2% chance to freeze them. When afflicted enemies are unfrozen, a blizzard is created, dealing X magic damage with a 30% chance to freeze enemies. I really like Blizzard. What I especially like about Blizzard is the fact that it can actually chain. Like, you freeze an enemy, right? And then after it's frozen, then it can freeze again. Oh, that's good. So that green shrine in the top right there, that one will heal me over time. Right, I don't take drug damage. Recovers HP. It's 2 HP per couple of seconds, or I think a grand total of 20 HP. Ah! If you are dashing, you do not take any damage whatsoever. I will be dashing through attacks pretty often. Also, the mummy moves really slow, so I'll be dashing a lot anyway. Ah. Alright, first boss fight. Text from boss fights and mini-bosses will only be shown once ever. So, read it the first time or don't read it at all. That said, that text only shows up when you win the boss fight, not just upon starting it. Actually, I think I might do more damage as Skul. Okay, phase 2. This is the Elder Ant, if you haven't noticed. I have fought this guy many, many, many times, so I know pretty well what I'm doing. The edge of the screen didn't know it was coming. Ow! Alright, down he goes. Thank you. I temporarily lost my mind to some wicked power. What on earth was that black stone? I felt as if I was falling endlessly into the darkness. I can't believe I was basically its puppet. How are my people? Has the deep forest lost her light yet? It seems a lot of things have happened while I was away. I must go help my people. Where do you intend to go? The Demon King? Before I passed out, I saw him being bound and dragged to Carlane Castle. He was right. We should have joined forces and prepared for their attack. Good luck reaching Carlane Castle and accomplishing your mission, little skeleton. May the deep forest bless you. So he gave me Thorny Boots, inflicts physical damage to enemies that you land on after jumping, increases physical attack by 25%, and has Soaring Courage. And then that always heals 30 there on the left. That's why I go to get the item first, because he has a chance to drop an item that does better the more you heal. So I want to grab that first.
그날은 오랜만에
It's been a while since I've gone outside. This also only shows the first time you ever you clear each area. It doesn't show any times after that, so...
마왕님과 함께
I was
조화의
passing through the
숲을
Forest
지나고
of Harmony
있었죠.
alongside the Demon King.
지긋지긋한 칼레온
We were on our way
놈들을
to convince
다시 한번
those stubborn
설득하러
fools
가는
in Carleon.
길이었어요. 칼레온 성문에 가까워질
Right as we
무렵
neared the gates of Carleon,
마왕님이 이제
The Demon King
슬슬
said that it was about
마주칠 때가
time we got
됐다는
acquainted.
이야기를 했었죠. 그때
then and there,
불쑥
a
인간
boy
소년
suddenly
하나가
appeared.
나타났어요. 마치
He
용사라도
appeared
된
rather
것 마냥
unsightly, as if he
꼴불견인
was
모습을
some
하고
sort of hero.
있었답니다. 보잘것없는
Shabby cape and a broken
망토에
twig. Is he
나뭇가지.
pretending to be a hero?
용사놀이였을까요? 처음 보는
I was
소년은
quite shocked to see
노년차였지만
this boy at first, but
마왕님은
it seemed like the Demon
아는
King knew
얼굴인
him.
듯했어요. 소년은
The boy
우리가
shouted a
용사들에게
few
수없이
cliche lines
들어왔던
we've heard a million times
대사를
and struck a
외치고
pose.
멋진 포즈를 잡는가 싶더니
He then ran
겁도
to the Demon
없이
King.
마왕님에게 달려들었죠. 몇 번의
After some
투닥거림,
initial shouting, they started
그들은
chatting like good old
오랜
friends.
친구처럼 대화를 나누기 시작했어요.
The boy who was friendly with the
마왕과
Demon King.
사이좋은
What a
인간이라
peculiar thing, I thought to myself.
재밌는 소년이라 생각했죠. 소년은
The boy struck a
다시
pose
한번
once more and said
포즈를
he wanted to go on
잡더니
an adventure and
어서
become a hero.
모험을 떠나 용사가 되고 싶단 말했어요. 아버지께
wanted to make his
자랑스러운
father
아들이
proud.
되고 싶다면서. 마왕님은
The Demon
씁쓸하게
King flashed a
웃으며
bitter smile and
그에게
patted the boy on the
훌륭한
shoulder,
용사가 될 수
telling him that
있을
he will be a
거라
great hero.
다독였어요. 어째서
I didn't
마왕님이
understand why the Demon King
저런
was being
소년을
so kind to
친절하게
this little
대하는
boy.
건지 알 수 없었죠.
Does he
용사가
even
되고
understand
싶다는
what it
말의
means to be a
의미를
hero?
알고 있긴 한 건지. 소년은
Boy waved
우리에게
goodbye and
작별
left.
인사를 건넨 뒤 떠났어요. 그가 떠난
After the
후
boy left, I asked about
저는
him.
소년의 정체에 대해 물었어요. 그저
He
용사
looked like a kid that
지망생인
dreamed of being a
소년,
hero, just like any
모험을
other kid that
좋아하는
liked
꼬마
adventures.
정도로 보였거든요.
The
마왕님은
Demon King
그
proceeded to tell me
소년이
that the boy
알 수
had some
없는
sort
힘을
of
가지고 있단
unexplainable power.
말했죠. 그 힘이
He then added that the boy's power would save the
마왕성과
Demon King castle,
더
Carleon,
나아가
and even the continent
하모니아
of
대륙을
Harmonia
구원할
itself.
수 있을 거라 말했어요. 그 작은 소년이
That little boy
말이죠.
would do all that.
소년이
How long do we have to
훌륭한
wait for the
용사가
little boy to
되려면
become a great hero?
얼마나 기다려야 할까요? 두 분의
How long can
관계는
this connection between the two
언제까지
last?
지속될 수 있을까요? 저는
I decided to
소년을
watch over the little
계속
boy.
지켜보기로 했어요.
I still only have 5 bones, which is not nearly enough to help get anything done here. So, skeleton. Wow, Skul! It's so good to see you here. What brought you here? Are you lost too? Be careful. The moment the humans see you, they'll come at you screaming. There was even someone that kept throwing a full moon at me. And why do they keep shouting arrows from the castle? Shooting arrows from the castle? It's so dangerous. Somebody can get hurt, you know? Why do they insist on attacking us like this? Those pesky humans. They're dreadful. Ugh, they're awful. What do I have in my hand? I was passing through a lovely room and saw some gorgeous plates, so I took a few. Want one? Don't worry, I took quite a few. So I need 30 bones for this. Alternatively, I've told you already, I will help recover the powers that the actual owner of the skull had. This head is yours. Also, there wasn't a time when you were stronger. If If you're not looking for a hat made of bones, I suggest you bring me a different head. That's how that works. You cannot power up Skul at all. That's not saying he's terrible. That's not saying, that's not saying he's amazing. It's not saying he's terrible either. He's great for certain things and not for others. The fact that I have the mummy cuts out most of his usefulness because he's great at evading traps, and the mummy takes no damage at all from traps. That guy will put up his shield and only be vulnerable from behind. Uh-oh. Those big guys will do a lot of damage if I let them. Ah. Get out of the way. This is extremely slow. Normally I go through this a whole lot faster. Oh, wow, that's really good. Okay, we got the Hunter's Wooden Logbow. Increases crit damage by 50%. It has Chase and Weakness. Weakness. When delivering a critical hit, marks the target for 5 seconds. Marked targets receive X% critical damage. I'm trying to get better skulls, but none are showing. But no green doors are showing up. In addition to the, large cages that we found before, there are small cages. They will have special bonus folks in them that do really good stuff. But be warned, while you are talking to them, other enemies can still move around. Things are not on pause, so you best not do that until everything is dead. Ah. There we go. Little Gust, thank you for saving me. I am an attendant from the Kingdom of Plebby, and this here is the prince that I serve. As you can see, it's a drawing that can move and speak. We treat it as our national treasure, and as a member of the royal family. Lion's Sword is the name of the painting. Just a tiny bit later, and I would have turned this place into a bloodbath. Ha ha ha. Who? You, Prince? Anyway, my little friend, we have to go back to the kingdom, but we do not have any money. If it is okay, can you spare us 390 gold? He will give you an item. It is completely random, and it can be quite good, and in any case, it is always cheaper than the shelves. Thank you, little fellow. This is not much, but I nabbed it from the Carlean goons when we were taken. I really hope it can be of help to you. Ow. He gave me explosive ointment. When hit, creates an explosion that deals physical damage. Fuse, plants a time bomb when swapping. Time bombs explode after 2 seconds, dealing X physical damage to surrounding enemies. Swamp, when dealing damage with normal attacks, there's a 20% chance to inflict poison on enemies. Poison enemies explode when killed, dealing physical damage equal to X% of the remaining poison damage and poisoning surrounding enemies. This is actually quite good for a common item. And we got Naya's Heart, increases max HP by 35, incoming damage hurts and freezes surrounding enemies. Got some more Blizzard, that's nice. I really need the health. However, this restores 35% HP and increases physical and magical attack by 25% until I clear 2 maps. These items I couldn't get. I really like Master Brawler, but I extremely needed the health. Increases physical and magical attack by 70% if there are 4 or more enemies around you. Brawl, when attacking an enemy while there are 5 or more enemies nearby, blast a shockwave at the target enemy, dealing physical damage. Cooldown is X seconds. Execute, all attacks on enemies with less than X% HP will deal critical damage. Found Surprise Box, when swapping, throws 3 Jack-in-the-Boxes upwards. I don't like to get things that take effect when swapping because I find that I don't swap very often. The Jack-in-the-Boxes explode upon hitting the ground, dealing physical damage. This comes with Fuse and Preparation. Preparation charges over a period of I remember that. Magic Mirror. Swapping stiffens enemies in a Y area. Decreases incoming damage by 10%. I really like Fortress. As Mutant, increases the cooldown speed of swapping by X%, and Fortress generates a shield of X every 90 seconds. Shields take damage instead of you until they run out. I'm just gonna sit up here and use mummy balls. You can see the red in the bottom right. It's moving around. Red is an enemy, blue is a cage, green is the exit, yellow is me. Ogre Peddler. Thankies, you saved me. They bad. Destroyed our castle. Stole my things. But I doesn't know how you got here. This not Demon King Castle. This Carlean Castle. I don't know where the Demon King is. Or my things. The Demon King knows where my things are. Probably. Save him, little skeleton. And comes back to Demon King Castle. Promise? With my things, of course. Those statues look expensive. Let's take one with us when we leave. I got 11th Finger of Lightning. A lightning bolt strikes a random enemy every 8 seconds, dealing magic damage. Oh, that's great. Okay, we've filled up. So what we get now is we can drop an item, because we can only have a certain amount of items. We're going to get rid of the Ring of Wind. I generally don't like this one. It says we can destroy it, but that doesn't do anything at the moment. Goodbye. Ow. There's one more enemy. I know where all the enemies spawn and where I have to stand to spawn them and everything because I've played this game a decent amount. I really don't like Skeleton Bomber. I'm getting rid of that. Explodes after 5 seconds, dealing magic damage. And Ignite increases the movement speed by 20% and damage of the next explosion by 10%. Oh boy, this map. Oh wait! I have the skeleton. I have the mummy. Mummy is great for this particular map because it's just lots and lots of traps. But I take no trap damage, so the only damage I'll be taking is from things like that. And you go. Okay. 5 gold, and now I have a boss with basically no health yet left. Yay! Oh no, it's the ninja and the... oh boy. Those are terrible. I hate the ninja. And she is not much better. The ninja is by far the hardest out of all of them. By a lot. My goodness. Yeah. That's my first step. Shattered! The enemy gained experience from your defeat. It always says that at the top. No matter what kills you, even if it's a trap. The cause of death window there is static picture of the last thing that you saw. It's not very helpful. Then we have our items and such are at the bottom. It basically shows our progression. Then we have playtime, that was half an hour. Deaths, 1. Enemies defeated, 245. That's pretty good for a first time, but I do have experience with this game. Adventurers defeated, 1. Dark Quartz earned, 235. Dark Quartz is the only thing that carries over from playthrough to playthrough. Well, in addition to any generals that you rescued. Those 2 are the most helpful by far, so I'm really glad I got them. I'm really glad those are first. Alright. How did they get that Dark Quartz? Skul, I really think I have to tell you this. The day the first hero attacked us, do you remember? The ogre attacked us, controlled by a dark stone. You'd know by now, but that was no regular stone. Skul, the people who know about those stones call them Dark Quartz. Dark Quartz carries unimaginable power. It seems like Carleon is using them for military purposes. Once they begin to fully use Dark Quartz, they will bring danger not only to the Demon King Castle, but to the whole continent of Harmonia. Luckily, the Carleon mages aren't capable of using the power of Dark Quartz at its full potential, but we can't spare them any more time. Gather the Dark Quartz they have. They should never gain the power of Dark Quartz. I know the right way to use them. I'll help you by using that power, Skul. Magic Scroll will show you the path. You can become stronger. Yes, I am much older than I look. How do I take care of my skin? Why do you ask? Ancient magic scrolls lie asleep everywhere across Harmonia. They each contain a great magical power. I collect such scrolls to study and preserve them. I'm trying to use their powers to benefit us all. Select your traits carefully. They can't be reset, but they do carry over from playthrough to playthrough. Once you've gotten one level out of a skill, then you can move to the next one. These are all really nice. When I beat the game, they were all maxed out. Let's see, we've got increased magic attack, increased physical attack, and increased crit rate. What I really want is down here. Reassemble. Resurrects you with X% HP one time. It's 30 or 60, depending on how many levels you have in it. So yeah, we're going to start down this path. The thick bone increases physical attack by 4% per level. Fracture prevention increases max HP by 5 per level. Heavy frame reduces damage received by power type skulls by 10% per level. I'm gonna save up for that. I want reassemble to max level as soon as possible. Over here, the Fox Hunter. That doesn't look very good. This is better. I don't care if you switch heads or not. We can... For a skeleton, you're as greedy as an ogre. Alright, give me your stones. Give me 10, and I'll give you one more. I once worked as a mercenary, fighting many battles across Harmonia. I became good friends with a warrior on some mission. He died because of some strange magic that tortured him for 3 days before it killed him. He was smart, and good with a sword and even a bow. That didn't help him against magic, though. I've brought his head with me to remember him. Wanna see? We got Skeleton Pike. Dashes are considered attacks. Charge. Charges forward, dealing physical damage. I don't really like Skeleton Pike, but it's better than nothing. You do keep Skull when you do this, so this is sort of a random bonus that you get at the start of the run. I miss my buddies. You look like you need looks like you need help. Here. He gives you a random item. You, small. Me, big. Want my things? You greedy. Give me shiny things. 10. No. You can get bonus items. You want my treasure? You makes me angry. I can talk. He can't. Well, maybe he can, but only Grr, though. Grr! We got the explosive ointment again. Alright, and now I'm going to talk less on reading the text of the game and more on just playing the game. I need skulls. Oh man, that's good. Okay, we got Rockstar! This skull always carries the amp skill. As long as the music continues to play, amplifies magic attack by up to 30%. When the music reaches its peak, the metal bone band appears dealing continuous magic damage in a wide area. Cooldown 80 seconds. This skull is not affected by attack speed modifiers. Amp sets up a guitar amp in its current location. The amp plays a beat dealing magic damage. This skill can gain up to 3 charges. Chorus plays quick riffs on a guitar dealing magic damage. This is really nice, but you want to save that, you want to save that maxing out of it, for mini bosses and bosses. Okay. Okay, that's actually a rare skull up there, so I'm gonna get rid of Skull for that. You lose it permanently, you cannot get Skull back ever, but I do want to get, I do want to get the bones for that. And there's the band. As you can see, that did about half his health. Let's see. I don't really like any of those, so I'm going to swap over to this guy, take the Ent Skull, destroy that one, and then move forward. By the way, that's how I use those skulls. Is I will get a better skull, exchange it for a worse one, and then get the bonus for getting rid of what I have. Because the better the skull that you get rid of, the more bones that you get for it. Get rid of that. Similarly, that is a rare skull up there. You never get anything for swapping here, but you can't get any bones for swapping here, but you can do that. Let's see. I don't want to do that. The 80 seconds doesn't count down unless you're on this skull, so I want to be swapped over to this. Okay, time for the gate. Crap. There we go. Don't have to be on that anymore. Crap. The one thing I don't like about the rocker is it's so hard to build up that timer that that 100 that I actually tend to die trying to do it. Ooh, green. No, I don't want that. Let's go. Brighter! The skull just carries the Hellbite skill. Based on its movement speed, increases crit rate by up to 30%. I'll grab that. Yay, the ninja. Worst comes worst, you can just you can always just get some bones. Oh wow! Yaksha. When casting a skill, gains Tau energy. When Tau energy is full, pressing down and Y unfolds the Domain of the Wicked, which lasts for 15 seconds. This skill takes the form of Rakshasa while in the Domain of the Wicked. Yaksha of Iron Will sticks its club into the ground, dealing physical damage to nearby enemies. Demonic Massacre strikes the ground with its club 3 times, dealing physical damage. When the maximum number of strikes is reached, heavily slams the ground, dealing physical damage. I don't have enough cash or health. Yay. Rakshasa. The Keeper of the Domain of the Wicked is returned by ripping through space itself. When casting a skill, stomps the ground, dealing physical damage and inflicting slow to nearby enemies. Taoist spell Rakshasa of Iron Will sticks its club into the ground, creating a shockwave and dealing physical damage to nearby enemies. The shockwave returns and pulls enemies, dealing physical damage. Demonic Massacre strikes the ground with its club multiple times while standing still, dealing physical damage. When the maximum number of strikes is reached, heavily slams the ground, dealing physical damage. Ow! Yeah, that was very different than the last time I played it. When I have concluded my run-through for today, this will go in the same spot as, It's sort of in the same spot as for, Slay the Spire, which is, I'll come back to it if it wins a poll. I will also, however, come back to it if I need to fill space at the end of the stream. Because this is downloaded, so it's not like I have to pull out a cartridge, and also, it's a nice, fast game. That I can quickly get into. Take it. Ooh, Dark Paladin. When dealing damage to enemies with skills, gains a charge in the form of darkness. When charges are full, consumes the charges and creates an HP barrier with 10 HP that lasts for 20 seconds. While the HP barrier lasts, amplifies magical attack by 30% and improves normal attacks dealing magic damage. This is the thing that the Mage's Necklace. When casting a skill, creates a burning orb. The burning orb hurls a fireball at the nearest enemy, dealing magic damage. That is the one that makes Skul really nice, because Skul has like the lowest cooldown on skills like ever. only if she appears here that she attacks you significantly, because, in any other encounter, she'll appear with other characters. And just be healing them the whole time, which is an absolute pain, by the way. So it's much better when you're when she's by herself. We'll get rid of this. Okay, fine, I'll take the sword. That's worth it. I really hate the ghoul. Sometimes it gets so large it actually can't fit through passages. So you have to wait for its power-up to wear off in order to make progress. One health? Oh my goodness. Woo! That was close. Pain and Despair. Increases attack speed by 40% for every normal attack. Skill or dash attack increases attack speed by 2% and movement speed by 1%. For like 3 seconds. Still. Nice. Ring of Wind. Kill that. That's rare. I don't have any blizzards, so... Okay. Finger of Lightning. Nice heart, awesome. That's much better. No. I will take... I'll take this. What's the skill? Ah, Rising Tide. Ha! Okay. Let's color Dark Quartz. Stone powers up both physical and magical attack by 10%. I hate the gargoyle. It's best when attacking in the air is the thing, and I don't really like attacking in the air. So... if you don't go up top there, then enemies won't appear. If you do, then they will. These are both Power Skulls, and the other one is physical. This one is magic, and the other one is actually much better for this boss. Actually, I don't know. Ow. I thought the other one had a different attack. Going to keep it stationary. It does not. There we go. Down he goes. Frost Witch's staff? Oh my goodness, so much blizzard! So much blizzard. Yeah, so this is the second area of 6. Can I have... Magical slime. You're small and weak looking, but you're actually pretty strong, aren't you? Thanks for saving me. Heh. I was almost used by those guys without being able to do anything. Heh. Since you saved me, I'll repay you with magic. Let's see. Hey, that thing you have. It's pretty cool. I choose that one. He'll duplicate one of your items at random. So now I have another Frostwitch's Staff, which brings the Blizzard up to level 4. Cash? I think I do. Alright, so let's heal, and then I also want to get the Fire Spirit Salamander. The Fire Spirit Salamander follows the player and shoots a flame every 5 seconds, doing magic damage. There's a 30% chance to inflict burn on affected targets. Volcano creates 3 bursting flames every X seconds. The bursting flames explode upon reaching the ground, dealing magic damage and inflicting burn on enemies. However, what I really like is Fairy Tail. The Sealed Spirit Stone follows the player, firing a beam at random targets every X seconds, dealing magic damage. When 5 Fairy Tail inscriptions are gathered, the Spirit King Oberon is summoned. I've only done that once. It's amazing when it happens. But even without it, this is all the spirits are absolutely amazing. And I want to get them every time I can. Nope. I'm in the habit of destroying those items. It doesn't do any good right now, but if I get a certain upgrade, it will. Haha, down she goes. He's much easier. Down he goes. The ninja. Okay. Pressing up B will perform a switcheroo, dealing physical damage. Spectre can dash once more. The ninja is hard to use, but much better than this thing, so. We're past 3, so I'm gonna go to the end of this run. When you go from rare to unique on an upgrade, then it gains an extra ability. So it'll power up its own ability, and then it will gain an extra ability, which is a power-up version of a lower level skill. Is that Pain and Despair again? Oh, yes it is. It's extremely rare to have this high of attack speed off of a power skull. Samurai! This is even harder to use than the ninja. He's going away. That. That's just rare. Alright, we're at the banquet hall. I don't think I'm going to win, but I can try. Pain and Despair will make this easier. This is the Gold Main Knight Commander. I heard someone sneaked into the castle. Who'd ever think they'd get this far? By the way, I'm surprised. It's just one skeleton. Haha! Say, how do you like our banquet hall? Never seen anything like it, have you? For a primitive demon like you, something like this must blow your mind. Here, you meet the captain of the Carlean Empire's Golden Main Knights, the strongest man on Earth, and the 3-time winner of Carlean's Handsomest Man Award. And it's a shame. You could have saved your leader if it weren't for me. I'm too strong for you. Let me introduce you to someone more suitable for you. You actually will never fight this guy. They're the pride and joy of us Golden Main Knights. The picnic is over, kiddo. These actually are really hard to fight. That's why I said Pain and Despair would help a lot. These guys are really fast. They have 2 separate health bars. The damage you deal to the one that does not die first actually does count. So don't think that you have to concentrate it on, you have to concentrate all the damage on one of them. Oh wow, I'm surprised that I actually got through that. So watch her tiny health bar. She'll now have just over half health. Yeah, that did not go well. But I have 700, so I'm going to go ahead and spend that. It reduces damage received by power-type skulls by 10% per level. That would have been nice to have, considering I was going most of that fight with a power skull. But anyway. That's going to be all for this game for... until it's relevant again, until it comes up in a poll, or I need to fill some time at the end of a stream or something like that. And that's all of today's special stream. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I got to do this. I really thank everyone who helped me get to affiliate. And that's going to be all for today. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.